Hello and welcome. We have a sweet short class today, building a little bit of fire and then just relaxing throughout the rest of the class. Definitely want a blanket underneath your knees and shins, having the block between your ankles and heels, and then resting your sit bone on the block. You might want, because we'll be in thunderbolt pose, so bum to heels for some time. It's a lot of tension on the knees, shins, so making it as accessible and comfortable as possible. Being here now, shoulders away from ears, tall through the spine, shutting down through your gaze, reflecting, seeing if anything is coming up in the body or the mind today, seeing what that is bringing up, and just breathing into the spaces, breathing ease into those areas. Also too, for instance, your left elbow might be sore, so thinking about your right elbow is superb, so sending that energy, that feeling over to the left as you breathe into the space. You might find that releases and relieves that area a little better than just breathing into it. Shoulders away from the ears. Breathing in, feeling the belly expand. Breathing out, feeling the belly drawing in. Beginning with skull shining breath. Active exhales, passive inhales, doing a pumping action with your core. Hands on your stomach, and the exhales and inhales will be out of the nose as well. And begin. Exhale, starting to find your regular breath. Inhale, lift your hips away from your heels, coming into a gentle stretch here, not bringing your hands to the back of your heels, hands on your sacral bone. And then gently bringing your hips back down to your block or your heels, finding that thunderbolt pose. A lot could be shining in your skull, as the name of the breath says. A lot of vibrations, a lot stirring up. That's very normal for this breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time, bringing your hands on your belly and beginning the breath. Let's go. Exhale. Find that regular breath. Inhale, lift the hips away from your heels, bringing your hands, pinky touch one another, palms face inside. Have your hands on the sacral area, hips press a little forward, gentle back bend. Maybe your gaze looks up slightly. And then exhale, drawing your hips to your heels, visiting a child's pose. Hands out in front of you. Sending those hips to your heels, feeling them heavy towards the floor. That low back dips towards the floor, feeling length in that region. Breathe in, feeling the expansion of your belly. Breathe out, feeling the lowering of your belly. Walking your hands forward, bringing hips away from your heels. Hips are above your knees. Finding your fingertips, walking your hands in front of you. Seeing if you can lower your chin to the floor. Nice puppy stretch. Rotating your elbows down and in towards each other. Shoulders away from the ears. Breathing into this space. Feeling the length through the side body, into the hips. Chest sinks towards the floor. Gently bringing your hips towards your heels. Resting hands in front of you, visiting child's pose again. Breathing in, feeling the expansion of the belly. Breathing out, feeling the lowering of the belly. Wide breath here. Feeling the sides of your body expand as you inhale. Drawing in as you exhale. Walk yourself to a lying down, or pull yourself with your arms to a lying down position on your belly, sphinx pose. Elbows underneath shoulders, palms face down, rotating those inner wrists towards the ground. Legs nice and centered with the floor. Open chest, wide collarbones. Shoulder blades draw back and in, or back and down. Breathing into the space, feeling the expansion of the belly. Breathing out, feeling the lowering of the belly. Maybe looking over the right shoulder, seeing if you can see your left heel. Bringing gaze through center and looking over the left shoulder. Maybe you can see your right heel. Tall through the spine though. Come back through center. Maybe choosing to stay here or floating those elbows off of the floor, keeping the integrity, keeping them drawing in towards each other without actually moving them. Press into the ground evenly with those hips. Draw the shoulders down and back. Breathe in. Breathe out. If your elbows were lifted, lowering them. One hand on top of the other. Open up your elbows and rest your forehead or a back or a cheek on the back of your hand. I was gonna say your foreheads. Funny. Breathe into this space. And breathe out. Bringing your forearms back down on the ground. Tucking your toes, walking your knees in. So you're in a modified table. Left knee starts to come in the direction of your right wrist as you extend that left foot out to the side, entering the clock stretch. So that left foot is to our right and it's fully straight at the knee. Our right leg is straight down, 6 o'clock. Our upper body is facing forward, 12 o'clock. You can choose to stay here, or we can lower down, weaving your right hand to the left. So it's 9 o'clock. Just being where you want to be, playing with your edges, breathing in, breathing out. Maybe extending your feet a little more, feeling yourself come into the twist just a little more. Starting to peel your right hand out. If it was to the left, coming on your elbows and forearms, pressing into your hands, tucking your back toes, and then bringing that left foot back into your table. And the other side, so lengthening that right foot out to the left, nice and straight. Left foot comes down, 6 o'clock. Our upper body faces 12 o'clock. Maybe choosing to stay tall. Or come to your forearms. Maybe that left hand weaves through behind the right hand and to your right. Just being where you need to be, playing with those edges. Really extending through your heels here. Crown of your head and your left heel are really finding that length. Breathing into the spaces that are calling it. Breathing a little deeper. If your left hand was weaved through to your right, bringing it out. Coming on your elbows and pressing into your left hand and coming on your right shoulder and finding a lying down position on your back. Windshield wipers side to side, so connect the inner line of your legs together. Legs gently drop to the right. Bring the knees up and then lower them to the left. Up and lower them to the right. Maybe your gaze looks to the left. Bring them up and then to the left. We'll go one more each side, so bringing it up through center and to the right. And up through center to the left. Finding center. Right knee pulls into the chest slightly so we can weave that right leg on top of the left, so the right hamstrings on your left thigh. Hips gently come over to the right. Pull your knees in and then down to the left. Let's have your knees touch the ground, so that may cause your right shoulder to come up. And then gently work on bringing the back of the right shoulder to the floor. Our gaze can look through center, maybe to the left, or if it's okay, bringing it to the right. Breathing into the spaces. I like to breathe into the side, my right side here. See if I can make it ever so much more expansive. Bringing your gaze back through center. Knees draw in and up. Wiggle your hips back. Uncross your right leg. Give your knees a little shake. And then bring your left knee in and around your right leg. So left hamstring is on your right thigh. Hips come over to the left slightly. Knees pull into the chest and down to the right. I like to have my right hand is on my outer left thigh. Left hand's on my left rib cage. Bring your gaze over to the left. Just feel everything settle into place. Work on connecting your knees to the ground. Your shoulder might lift, so work on drawing the back of your left shoulder to the ground. Breathe into the spaces that are calling it. Bringing your gaze back through center. Drawing your knees in and up. Centering back your hips. Give your knees a nice wiggle. And lengthening one foot down at a time into Shavasana. Settling in here. Scanning the body. Any little bits that are trying to hold on still. And breathing into those areas. And seeing if we can release any area. And just feeling yourself sink a little deeper as you connect with the rise of the belly on the inhale and the lowering of the belly on the exhale. Relaxing a little deeper. Bringing movement into the body. Reach those hands above your head. Feet away from hands. Feel long through the whole body. The knees pull into the chest. Give yourself a nice hug. Roll to the right. And then press yourself up to a cross-legged seated position, Sukhasana, easy pose. Hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Inhale, love and gratitude to ourselves. Exhale, love and gratitude to everyone else. Thank you all for this flow or gentle stretch today. Namaste. Hope you all liked it. Hope you built some fire with that skull shining breath of fire. And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thanks.